this is Panindra, faculty in MedEasy. I have been teaching core subjects of instrumentation branch in GATE syllabus and mechatronics subject for mechanical students in ASC syllabus almost from couple of years in MedEasy. So today I came to the platform because of one reason. From the last few days, so many students are asking me, sir, please come and guide us because there are a lot of changes in instrumentation syllabus. So I thought of that it is better to come onto the platform and explain what to do, what not to do, and how to overcome this particular difficult situation. So I sincerely advise all of you, have patience and listen everything clearly. So hope this session will be useful to you. So now the biggest question is what to do exclusively for instrumentation students, because I know that a lot of syllabus is added in instrumentation branch. So instrumentation students are a bit panic about this situation. So don't worry about that. Listen up to the 20 minutes of section. So surely you will going to get better idea, in fact a clear idea about the syllabus and what to do, how to prepare and why they have included this syllabus, and all these things in a single shot you will come to know everything in detail. So let us discuss some of the important aspects of that. So the contents what I am going to take in this particular presentation, I will explain what are the changes that were made for GATE 2021 syllabus by IIT Bombay, and second I will going to discuss about what is the extra syllabus that was added and how this is relevant to the instrumentation students and what instrumentation students has to do to learn this particular syllabus. And I will also discuss about the expectations of GATE committee, because most of you might be really frustrated with this new syllabus. You might be thinking about that, what is the reason why they have added all this stuff in the new syllabus. Don't worry about that, there is a reason for that. I will explain what are the expectations the GATE committee have before including that new syllabus in the GATE 2021 syllabus. Now the fourth one is myths and facts. In fact, lot of you have so many myths. I will going to explain all those myths are really not true by giving some factual data to you. And the fourth one is commonly asked questions by students. As I said, almost from last 3 days, I have been getting lot of messages from the students through WhatsApp as well as mail asking different questions. So, but almost all questions are are oriented to a single or converged to a single point. So I have covered all those questions which were asked by the students in 6 to 7 questions. So I will explain all those questions which were asked by the students, in fact many of you, right? And next, how to prepare for GATE 2021. So I know this is one of the most popular question at this point of time, exclusively for the instrumentation students, because most of you might be knowing this fact that there were not many changes in other branches, but for instrumentation students, I think around 18 to 20% of the syllabus is changed. Okay, so we are going to discuss one by one everything in detail, how MedEasy can help in this particular situation. Yes, we have been came up with the many new options, and at the end, I will going to conclude the section. So by explaining what to do and how to do everything in detail. So let's start the session. Yeah, before explaining what to do and how to do, I just want to tell you one simple situation. In fact, it is a real-time incident. 1 year back, I was traveling in a boat on Godavari river from one particular place to another particular place. For God's grace, there were around 50 members were there in the boat, and while traveling, almost after 1 hour of journey, there was a huge disturbance in the water because of many reasons. So when there was a huge disturbance, everybody was enjoying actually. Everybody was too much enjoying. They were, some people are listening the music, some people are seeing the sightseeing, and some people are actually talking with the others. So, but one thing it was sure, I have observed clearly this fact that after the 1 hour of journey, most of the people, they have removed their jackets, safety jackets, and they have kept aside. When there was a huge disturbance, I have observed this fact very clearly. There were around 5 people, they jumped into the river because they have overreacted for the situation. And it was a huge disturbance that was, in fact, the boat is swinging like this. And I have seen some of the people, they were just hiding under the seats. And there were some people reacted to the extent what is required, and they have taken the life jackets and they were holding it very tightly. And there were some people, what they were doing is, this is not a big deal, so it will be the common problem in a monsoon section in Godavari river. So now when you see, up to 1 hour, the journey was very smooth, and when a sudden disturbance comes, the different people are reacting in different ways. I have understood at that particular time, usually in any particular case, when this kind of sudden disturbances comes, there are 4 different types of people are there. So they will going to react different way. The first category people, they will be overreacted. So I told you that around 5 members, they have jumped into the river. Actually 3 members, they have jumped into the river because I was keenly observing the situation, and there were around 2 members. They have seen the 3 members and they have jumped into the river. And they were overreacted. Really, it is not suggestible to react that much heavily. And unfortunately, out of those 5 members who jumped into the rivers, 2 have died. Okay, because they actually don't want to jump. They have just seen the others and they jumped into the river without noticing what is going to happen. Okay, and there were some people. So that is the story about the overreacted people. Okay, and there were some people, they are underreacted. Underreacted means they were thinking like this, okay, nothing will going to happen, this is a common usual problem in the Godavari river, you need not to worry about too much. But trust me, actually that is a big disturbance. Okay, in fact the boat is swinging like this. And there were few people who reacted as per the requirement. Means I have seen some of the people, they were tightly holding the seats, and they took the jackets and they are holding it very tightly. In fact, these category people, they have done everything properly. And the last people, the people who are not confident enough and they are too much panic, they were hiding under the seats. See, unfortunately, if you hide under the seat, there is no use, right? Even if the boat sinks, obviously you will going to die, right? So this is the way how different people react to the situation, same situation. But trust me, out of all these 4 different category people, the people who are going to react as per the requirement, they will going to sustain in every particular incident. From this particular incident, what I understood, or in fact what you can understand is, the people who are brave enough and the people who are clever, and most importantly the people who reacts as per the requirement, they will always sustain. So now your situation is also like this, am I right? So you have been enjoying with your GATE preparation, you are continuously studying, but suddenly there is a huge disturbance in the form of a new syllabus and different exam pattern, and even you might be knowing that there is a lot of competition now, right? So now let me tell you some of the important changes what are induced in GATE 2021 syllabus. Yeah, so this is very important. I know that most of you might know this fact, that what are the changes that were induced in GATE 2021 syllabus, but again for the students who already know these changes, you can forward the video and you can listen the remaining part. Those students who are not familiar with the changes what are happened, so please go through the complete video. But I suggest that watch the complete video so that you will going to get everything in a single flow. So now the next one is the changes included. If you see the GATE 2021 in fact the notification after the syllabus is announced, you might understand there are majorly 3 different areas where the changes were included. The first one is syllabus. GATE 2021 syllabus for instrumentation students exclusively, it is vast. In fact, 18 to 20% of the syllabus is newly added. Don't worry about that, how to handle this. I will going to give a very clear idea about this one. And the second one is exam pattern. Yes, there is some changes in the exam pattern. We will going to discuss about that, how to overcome all those things, what are the different types of questions may be possible to ask, all those stuff. And the next one is number of papers a student can attempt. Up to now, each student is eligible to write only 1 paper. So that means instrumentation student is allowed to write only 1 paper. EC student is allowed to write only 1 paper. Electrical student is allowed to write 1 paper. But from 2021, the things have changed. What are those changes? All those things I will going to explain in detail. Yeah. So the changes that are made in instrumentation paper of GATE 2021. So the first one, if you see, instrumentation students are allowed to write only instrumentation paper as their first priority in 2020. So actually, I'll tell you, there is some change in this particular point. In GATE 2020, instrumentation students are allowed to write only 1 paper. But in GATE 2021, instrumentation students are able to write ECE, electrical and physics paper as their secondary paper. Means you can also write ECE paper or electrical paper or physics paper as your second paper. That means you can write instrumentation and then you can select either one of these three. Clear? Now the second important change what was made is final year students or graduated students are allowed to write the GATE exam. So up to 2020 only final year students and the students who are passed out from their college, they are eligible to write GATE. But from the year, in fact for GATE 2021, even third year students are also eligible. That means third year students and final year students and the people who are passed out. All this category of different types of students are eligible to write GATE 2021. Now the third important change is ECE and electrical students are not allowed to write instrumentation paper as a second paper in 2020. So because as I said, in 2020 a student can write only one paper. So when there is no option to write the second paper, how ECE students can write instrumentation as a second paper? Obviously not possible, right? But in 2021, what was the major change that was brought is ECE and electrical students are allowed to write instrumentation paper as their secondary paper. So this leads to some extra competition. But don't worry about that. I will tell you one of the important fact behind this point. I know that most of you are waiting for this point. I will explain that in detail. Just have the patience. Now the fourth one is syllabus was unchanged almost from the year 2016. As far as my memory is concerned, I think the huge change was done in the year of 2016. And 2016, 17 and 18, 19 it is almost the same syllabus. But again, there is almost around 20% of the change in the syllabus, 18 to 20% of the syllabus that was added. Unfortunately, nothing is removed, okay, everything is extra. So instrumentation students are quite, like in a difficult situation compared to all other branch students. But listen till the end. So what is the syllabus that is added newly in instrumentation syllabus? Now I have gone through the entire syllabus. Probably many of you might gone through the entire syllabus. The major changes were, first one is they have added one complete syllabus complete subject called electricity and magnetism, in which you have almost have the syllabus of BTech in graduation. Most of you might have studied in graduation, or maybe you might not studied in graduation, but you should accept the situation here. So there are so many topics which were included in electricity and magnetism subject. In fact, all these topics are going to be covered under the subject called EMTL or EMF for ECE students. The second subject which was added is electrical missions. Electrical missions, in fact, this is going to be the real tough part of instrumentation students. In fact, I truly agree this, because as an instrumentation graduate as well as instrumentation faculty, since last 10 years, I truly agree that this particular subject is going to be little bit difficult for instrumentation students. But I will explain the way how you can overcome this particular situation. And when it comes to process control instrumentation, mostly there was no change in process control instrumentation. Hardly it was around 2 to 3 topics. Those were added newly in the process control instrumentation. That is tuning of PID controller. I hope those students who attended my classes earlier, they might be knowing this fact. Even though it was not there in the syllabus, I explained these topics for the previous year students, because I know this is very important. I should appreciate IIT Bombay, at least they understood the importance of this from this year onwards. So they have included this tuning of PID controllers, and apart from that, they have also included about this sizing of control valve, and this is at most important topic even for the interview purpose also. And when it comes to digital electronics, there were minute changes, but in fact those will also fall under the category of instrumentation core subjects. And in fact, the topics which were added in the new syllabus are basics of data acquisition system. You need to study this in a little bit different orientation. And then basics of distributed control systems. In fact, it is, some people used to call this as the DCS in short term. And then PLC, that is programmable logic controller, that is going to be PLC. Clear? So these are the topics which were added in the year of 2021 exclusively in digital electronics subject. And when it comes to industrial instrumentation and optical instrumentation together, 4 to 20 milliampere two-way transmitter and then UV visible spectrometer and mass spectrometer. These are the topics which were added in industrial instrumentation as well as optical instrumentation subject. Now, as an instrumentation faculty, after seeing this particular syllabus, what I understood is they are making you to prepare such that everything will be useful for the interview purpose also. That is 4 to 20 milliampere two-wire transmitter. In fact, it is one of the popular topic which is very much required for interview purpose. And even this PLC, DCS, all this stuff also. Clear? So you should feel happy because once you study all this stuff for GATE syllabus, then obviously it will be useful to you in the later stages also. Right? Now let me tell you why they have done all these things. So the expectations of the committee, GATE committee, is actually they want to increase the number of students who attempts in instrumentation paper. So I have discussed with some of my professors in IIT Bombay and as well as some of the previous students. So I came to know the important fact is that is in instrumentation paper, usually the number of students who appears in instrumentation paper is quite low when you compare with the electrical and EC paper. Now when they made this kind of changes, then obviously the number of students who are planning to give the exam in instrumentation stream or instrumentation branch will going to increase. In fact, that is the first expectation. Now the question is, most of you might think like this, already opportunities are less in instrumentation branch, then what is the need to increase the number of people who attempts the paper? This is a quite genuine question of any instrumentation student. But trust me, see, we cannot keep a running race for only one student and we cannot give the award to the that particular person, correct? So actually, if we increase the number of students, then obviously we will going to get the best out of the available students, correct? So that is as simple as that. So IIT want to take the best out of the available people. So obviously, if number of students who appears in the paper are more, then there is a chance that the competition will going to increase and the IIT will going to get the best out of the competition. The second one is to enhance the eligibility in admission in IITs and NITs. I want to mention this point. Actually, up to last year, that is up to year 2019, there were very limited options available in admission process for instrumentation students. So in fact, there are some IITs which don't even take instrumentation students in their admission process. But I am expecting that from the year of 2021, there will be so many opportunities for the instrumentation students. The reason is, now your GATE syllabus is tuned in such a way that it is very much close to the electronic students as well as it is partially close to the electrical students also. So that's why definitely the number of branches you can apply in admission process from the year of 2021, it will going to increase. So that means the opportunities of instrumentation will going to increase, clear, in admission process. Now the third one is to broaden the opportunities of instrumentation students in PSUs like ISRO and DRDO. So as a faculty of instrumentation engineering, I very much clear. The fact is, the student of instrumentation engineer or instrumentation branch cannot write ISRO exam very easily because there is a lot of syllabus associated with EMF and all this stuff, right? But now if you see the GATE syllabus of 2021, if you prepare everything in detail, then writing the exam ISRO or DRDO, it is quite simple. So now obviously the opportunities are getting increased, right? So what I can say is, you may have temporary difficulty, but in future opportunities will going to be broadened, trust me. And next one is going to be to develop multi-subject skills, in fact the branch skills in instrumentation students. Actually this is the basic thing what I have understood after seeing the syllabus, because usually it is very important, being an engineer, if you are working in any particular organization or any industry, you need to have the knowledge about other subjects also, in fact other branches also, right? So that is the reason why they have included this syllabus. In fact, it is one of the reason. Clear? Let me discuss some of the important facts. So most of you, because whenever I was talking with the students in the last 3-4 days, I have been observing some of the myths they are having. In fact, I want to break all those myths with the facts here. So let us see the first fact here. That is, the changes which were made are common to all the students in the country. So relatively, it won't affect too much as you are expecting. So the first thing you need to understand here is the changes whatever made in the GATE syllabus, it is common to all the students in the country, right? So it means relatively everybody is getting the same difficultiness, right? It is something like that. Earlier, the running race is only for 1 kilometer. Now it is made like 1.25 kilometer. So everybody has to go through this process, right? So of course, your commitment and your confidence and your sincerity, all these things are really matter. But relatively, the toughness is same. So the second important point is the new syllabus weights maximum of 15%, whereas 85% is still same. And it is one of the important point I would like to mention. Whenever I was talking with the students, many of their, even some of the students, they are crying. But the thing is, you are actually looking about that 15% of extra weightage that was added, and you are not looking at the remaining 85% of the weightage. In fact, whatever the 20% of the syllabus that was added for GATE 2021, it will going to cover maximum 15 marks out of 100 in GATE syllabus. So that means EMTL which was added this year, so it covers maximum of 4 to 5 marks in GATE examination, and after that machines again 4 to 5 marks, and whatever the extra part that is added in instrumentation, it will also cover 4 to 5 marks. So effectively 15 marks is added for GATE 2021 extra. But you need to remember and you need to agree for this fact that remaining 85% of the syllabus is same. Okay, so you cannot focus on that 15% which is added, and if you are getting fear and panic about the situation because of only that 15%, you need to know that 85% of the weightage you are missing. Clear? So don't worry about this point. And the third one is, if ECE and electrical students want to write the GATE examination, it is a usual confusion. That is, I know even when I was talking with the students, most of them have raised the point this one. Sir, if ECE and electrical students writes the exam, how we are going to beat the competition? See, listen. So you are instrumentation student. First of all, you should have the confidence on your branch. Second important thing is, even if a ECE student want to write the exam in instrumentation as a first priority, he has to study about instrumentation core syllabus. That itself, it will going to be around 20%, right? 20 marks, right? And then again machines, right? He has to study machines. Now see, if a ECE student want to study instrumentation GATE syllabus, he has to prepare extra 25 marks. In fact, 25% of 100 marks. 25 marks he has to prepare extra. And when it comes to electrical students, they are comfortable with the machines part, and probably some of them are also comfortable with the EMF, but they have to study instrumentation again, correct? So instrumentation itself, it is 20% extra. Even for electrical students also, if you quantify, it will be of almost 25% they need to study extra. Clear? So this means if electrical students and ECE students, if they appear in instrumentation paper, they will not going to affect you too much. Definitely they will going to affect the rankers of like 500 to 1000 rankers. But the instrumentation students who are going to get ranks below 500, who are having the capability to get rank below 500, there will not be much effect on those particular people. That means if a student has the capability and capacity to get a rank of below 100 earlier, now also he will going to get below 100 almost, because it's quite difficult for a ECE student or electrical student, even though a topper from electronics, if he come and write, he has to prepare this 25% extra and then write the instrumentation exam, correct? So that is the reason why you need not to worry too much. Okay, it is one of the myth you are having that because of the competition from electrical as well as ECE, your rank may disturb. If you are having a good capability, then naturally you won't be affected. Now, who will going to affect then? Then obviously you will going to have a question that who will going to affect then, right? So a topper from ECE department can affect an instrumentation student who has the capability to get a rank of more than 400 or 300 to 400, somewhere around. Clear? Those people will be little bit affected. Now that is one thing you need to know. And the fourth important point, and this is one important point I would like to mention here, because most of the students are having this confusion. That is, third year students can't affect the job opportunities. See, many of you might be having the doubt that, oh my god, third year students also writing here, now how we can overcome the situation. Trust me, one thing, and think logically. Even if a student from the third year, if he scores very good rank, can he apply for the admission process? Or can he apply in the jobs? No, he can't do till his graduation is completed, right? So that means a topper or a person or a student who topped the GATE exam from the third year, he cannot diminish the opportunities of you in GATE 2021. He cannot take away any opportunity belongs to you in GATE 2021. In fact, these students will going to affect GATE 2022 students. So don't worry about the third year students also, exclusively for the next year. And now this new syllabus may be challenging now, but in future this will have additional advantage to every instrumentation student. Actually, as I have been dealing this subject from many years, I know personally, after finishing the GATE exam, once you go for any admission process in IITs or maybe for the jobs recruitment process of PSUs, most of the times you will going to face the questions from PLC as well as the DCS, and from this spectrometry concepts and 4 to 20 milliampere transmitter and all this stuff. So you need not to prepare once again for those interviews. In fact, everything will be cleared while you are studying your GATE syllabus itself. And the next one is, most important thing is, many of you might not have another option. Okay, so the thing is, this is also one of the fact. So I know most of the students, when they called me and they were asking like, sir, as the syllabus is increased, should I prepare for GATE 2022? Then my question is, what you will do now? Okay, so if you have the option to drop 1 year, I can't say anything, but trust me, dropping 1 year is not a wise idea. I know most of the students are having the myths. In fact, you need to keep these facts in your mind. Now, let us go to the next point here, that is commonly asked questions. See, I have almost received around 60 messages. Some people are calling and some people are messaging. And in fact, the common questions are like this. Sorry, what is the use of all this nonsense? In fact, many students are using the word like nonsense actually, right? What is the use of nonsense, all this nonsense at this particular time, in fact, the crucial time, correct? So it may looks like nonsense to you, but from the perspective of IIT committee, they feel that they are doing a lot of favor to you, okay, right? And now, will this competition increase? Will the competition increase? This is the second question naturally. Now you tell me, will the competition is increased or not? Obviously the competition is going to increase. That means the number of students who are going to appear for instrumentation paper will increase, right? But whether they will affect you or not, that depends on different factors. Suppose, let us say, if you are a student who were prepared very well, right? And if you are having the capacity to get a rank below 300, 400, then definitely you won't be affected too much by EC or electrical students, and at the same time you won't be affected by third year students also, not much. So, but those people who may fall in the range of 500 to 1200, so there will be some little bit fluctuations, but according to me and my past analysis as well as previous experience, there won't be not much changes will be there in the ranking process usually, because the reason is, earlier if you get with the previous syllabus, if you have capability or the scope to get 800 rank, okay, AIR 800 rank, then trust me, now this rank will go to 900. So it will going to increase by 100 positions, right? So now, but anyway, those people who are having the scope to get a rank of below 300 or 400 with the previous syllabus, you will not be affected too much, right? Now the next one is, can we request IIT Bombay to change the syllabus? Okay, I cannot answer this question, because as a part of your option, you can do this one, okay, but I actually feels that it is not possible, because after taking lot of parameter into the consideration, which you might not know, they have decided this. I think it is very difficult for IIT to go back again. Right. So now the fifth one, in fact, this is the most common question. Lost the hope, should I drop GATE 2021? Okay. So most of the students are asking like this, and you are calling me and you are asking, sir, should I drop this one? So as a faculty, obviously I will say that don't drop. I will explain the reasons for that also. Right. Next, how to prepare? I like this question. The next one is, should I write GATE 2020, GATE paper either in ECE or electrical? I will say one thing, listen this point. Being an instrumentation student, definitely you will be convenient and comfortable in instrumentation stream. So I sincerely advise, write your first paper as instrumentation. And if you cover the entire instrumentation syllabus properly, very well, then you will going to have the option to write ECE or electrical. Okay. But don't take the ECE syllabus now and sit and read and don't get struggled. There are some students I know, they are preparing for ESC syllabus in ECE streams. So if you are already preparing for ESC exam in ECE stream, then definitely you will have a better opportunity, and it is suggestible to write in ECE stream also. Okay. So otherwise, if you are a fresh student and from the instrumentation background, then I suggest that don't worry too much about the core subjects of ECE or electrical. It is better to write in your core branch. And I am sure that if you want to write in electrical branch, you need to study many things, and which are really very challenging, like power systems and machines, okay, and then power electronics. It is very difficult to cover all these topics in limited amount of time. So being an instrumentation engineer, you always give the first priority for instrumentation branch, right? And if you really have time and you already prepared these extra subjects, then obviously the option belongs to you. Clear? Right. So all these things I want to discuss about this and this in much detail. So let me take up these things. That is, lost the hope, should I drop GATE 2021? In fact, as I said, many students asked this question. I will going to cover this in 5 minutes. So please listen this one. So let us discuss some important things very frankly. That is, if you drop now, can you manage the present situation? This is the first thing you need to ask yourself. Suppose if you drop 2021, so what are the options you have? Already the big crisis is going on outside and the job opportunities are very less. The people who are working, they are getting removed. Now how come you can expect a new opportunity, right? So just imagine that you are not giving 2021 exam. Then can you go outside, and do you think that the opportunities are very easy outside? Obviously not, right? So I am not saying that there are no opportunities, I am saying that it is difficult situation. And the second thing is, what is the guarantee about GATE 2022 syllabus? So you should know this thing also, right? Earlier nobody has predicted that there will be this much of change in the instrumentation syllabus, right? But it has happened. But now if you drop for 1 year and if you wait for next year, if they increased the syllabus further in 2022, what you will going to do then? So that is the reason why dropping for 1 year is not a wise decision, because you are already continuing your preparation. Go with that. I will explain how to do that. So what about the time and the effort you have invested up to now? See, most of the students, they are asking like this. Sir, I have prepared almost from last 1 year. Suddenly the syllabus is increased. Now I lost the hope. I will going to drop the exam. See, this is a stupid idea, right? You have invested almost 1 year time and a lot of money in different coaching centers. Suddenly if you drop all these things, then what is the meaning of what is the time and effort you have invested so far? You need to know this thing. If you are already preparing from last 1 year, then you need to remember this thing. Only 15% or 15 marks is going to affect because of the new syllabus. But still 85% of the marks will not be affected because of the new syllabus. Clear? Right. And then can you get through the other exam, any exam in limited time? So that means, I know some of the students may think like this also. So as the syllabus is increased in GATE exam, so let me drop the GATE and let me go for CAT exam or some other exam. So think one thing, already you are doing your preparation. Now you are in the middle of the preparation. You are stopping this and going for some other thing, right? And in this particular situation, most of the time you will not be successful in both the exams. and finally you will going to have no option. So this is, I don't think so this is a wise decision. So the conclusion of this is, don't drop GATE 2021 even though you lost the hope. So trust yourself, with the confidence you continue your preparation, and trust me, that will going to give the best result at the end. And then the next popular question is, that is, how to prepare now. In fact, I want to tell you this point because I know most of you are waiting for this particular topic. So how to prepare? So to answer this, I want to tell you one thing. Even in the class, many times I used to say this, right? And even when the students are calling me, I used to say this one. Every time when you are preparing for any competitive exam, whatever may be the competitive exam, first step should be assess yourself. So assess yourself means you try to understand what is your capability and what is your initial level. So how to assess yourself first? I will tell you all those things in a detailed way. So first assess yourself and then compete with yourself. And what does it mean actually? See, a lot of students, they will start comparing with the others. वो क्या कर रहा है, ये क्या कर रहा है. So you will going to think about in many students, but you will forget about to think about yourself. This is the biggest mistake many of the students used to do. But trust me, every day you need to compete with yourself. Means how much I have learned up to yesterday and how much I have improved today and how much I am going to improve tomorrow. So if you go in a sequence and if you compete yourself, then obviously your confidence will going to increase. And the third one is evaluate yourself. Evaluate yourself means every time when you prepare some topic, just check. By writing an exam, you can check. Once you give the exam, then you will automatically understand how much you have learned. Whatever you have learned, that is really useful or not, or still you need to improve something extra. These things will be, like you will come to know if you give an exam, right? So evaluation is very, very important. So these are the three main points which are required for any competitive exam, not only for GATE, in fact for any exam. These are the three important points a student should know. Now, let me divide the students broadly into 4 categories. Clearly, because I cannot give the same strategy for all the students, right? So, let me divide, because the strategy will be different for different students depending upon their situation and depending upon their conditions, right? So, broadly, I have collected the data of students. I have divided all the category students into 4 different categories. The first category of students are like the people who already prepared in the previous year, okay, and they are planning to write GATE 2021 once again. Means in fact, those students who already given the GATE examination in the year of 2020, who did not scored as per their expectations and who want to give the exam again in 2021. So I will explain the strategy for them. And then category 2 means currently in the preparation. Means some of you might already started the preparation in the month of March or April and you are in the preparation. You might already covered 3-4 subjects and suddenly this new syllabus is added. What to do now? So that is second category students. And the third category students is planning to start now. I think these are the students who has to be very careful. For this and this, there is not much effect, but for these students, actually you need to listen this video clearly. And the fourth category students is the students who are in third year. So I have divided all the students in these 4 different types of categories. Now let us see, if you fall in the first category, what to do? That is, already prepared in the previous syllabus. You might already prepared the previous syllabus, now again want to go for 2021. In that case, what to do? So the first thing is, as I said, you will definitely have a better advantage than other students for sure. Why? The reason is you already have prepared 85% of the syllabus in 2021, right? If you yourself are feeling panic, means think about the situation of others, and trust me, you will going to have a better edge actually because of this newly added syllabus. And the first thing what I want to tell you here is, anyhow, it is suggestible to attend classes of newly added syllabus. You have studied the syllabus, whole syllabus of previous year, okay, then it is suggestible to attend the classes of newly added syllabus by experts. Don't run here and there. So just take the newly added syllabus, or else it is always suggestible to listen the classes by the experts. The reason is, if you listen, then the things will be very easy and the like it won't take much time. And the next one is, that is, so this is more important here. The students who belongs to this particular category, divide the syllabus into 3 parts majorly. The first part should be the familiar syllabus. Maybe as you have prepared almost 1 year, you are the correct person to know this fact, right? You know which subjects you are so much familiar and which subjects you are not much familiar, right? So divide the syllabus into 3 parts. Among that, the first part should be familiar or strong subjects or topics, and then segregate or separate unfamiliar or weak subjects or topics, and the third one is newly added syllabus. So you make it as 3 different sections, right? Now what you have to do each and every day, see, suppose let us say you are going to attend or you are planning to attend classes about this newly added syllabus. Suppose let us say every day you are attending around 2 hours of section. Now assume that you are already planned to give around 8 hours of day to study GATE syllabus of GATE examination. In that case, what you have to do is allot 50% of the time to the weak subjects, right? 50% of the time. That means, suppose let us say you are planning to study 10 hours per day. Out of 10 hours of per day, of course it is difficult to study 10 hours. I am just taking a random number. Okay, 10 hours if you plan to study, out of 10 hours per day, 50% of the time, that means 5 hours of the time, you give it to or you dedicate it to weak subjects, means those topics which you are not good enough, and then 20% of the time you give it to the new syllabus. Why you need to give less time for the new syllabus is because new syllabus is anyway new to everyone, right? But you should be very good in the existing syllabus, otherwise you cannot compete with the previous year students, correct? So that's why 20% of the time you need to give to the new syllabus, and then 15% of the time you should give it for the revision. That means I always suggest this thing, being a topper of the GATE exam and different exams, I know this one, revision is very at most important activity one should do when they are preparing for competitive examination. Now 15% of the time you should revise the familiar syllabus every day you need to do this one. Okay, that means those subjects who are, in which you have a lot of familiarity, still you should not drop that, you should revise that every day. And then 15% of the time you need to study mathematics every day. Clear? Most of the students, they fail here. So I know when I discuss with many of the new aspirants, they used to say like mathematics I will going to prepare at the end. So that is not a good idea actually. In fact, you should study mathematics every day. Then only your conceptual depth will increase. Just before the exam 1 week, if you start reading the formulas and you are trying to by heart the formulas, definitely you cannot apply those formulas in the exam. That's the reason why it is always suggestible to prepare the mathematics every day almost for 1 hour. Whenever you are feeling bored with the technical subjects, it is better to go with the mathematical subjects. Now obviously it is a doubt from the students, sir, should I prepare the mathematics morning time, evening time or afternoon time? See, this is a stupid question, right? You should customize this according to yourself. So you should know when it is convenient to you to study mathematics. Some people, they want to be activated in the morning, so they do the mathematics in the morning. Some people, they might feel sleepy after having the lunch, so those people, they will going to do mathematics in the afternoon section. So it is obviously your choice, right? But dedicate 15% of time every day for mathematics. That is what I want to tell to the students of category 1. Now the step 3, that is every 15 days try to revise what you have done in the last 15 days and customize your plan and strategy according to the situation and resources. Clear? So this is one more important point, because if you don't revise everything for every 15 days, like in this lengthy preparation, obviously there is a chance that after some days you will going to forget what you have done previously. Revision is the only mechanism with which you can actually remember everything. And then customize the plan. So this is very important actually. Okay, customize the plan. So you may say like this, Panindra sir has said this thing, so I will going to follow this, everything like this. No, you should not do that. Actually, you should take these inputs, and some of the inputs you can change according to your present conditions or maybe the conditions you may face in future also. The reason is, so let us assume that you are already started the preparation. After 2-3 days of preparation, you felt like too much convenient about the previous syllabus. Then you can skip this one, that is to revise this one. You have already done so much of time revision, means again you need not to do the revision. Then you can allot the same time for this new syllabus. Clear? That is the way you can customize the plan. And then write the exam on topic wise or at least subject wise after completing the syllabus and evaluate your speed and accuracy. This is one of the very important thing, because as you fall in this particular category, you will going to have extra time compared to the other students. Okay, then what is the benefit to you? I mean, what you need to do here? So you should write more amount of exams. Okay, so the purpose of writing the exam is for the evaluation. Okay, so I told you this thing, right? So first you should assess yourself, and second you should compete yourself, and then you should evaluate yourself. Clear? So when you write the exam, by checking the accuracy and like the speed after completing each and every exam, you will be in a best position to judge yourself. Okay, from there you can customize your plan according to the situation and go forward. And then fifth step is going to be, last 1 month give at least 5 mock tests and make sure that minimum 3 days gap should be there between each mock test. This is one more important point I would like to say. Most of the students, what they do is, they will start writing the mock exams almost just 15 days before the GATE exam, and they will write every day one. This is useless. It is not the question of how many mock exams you are going to give. It is a question of how much you have learned by giving the mock exams. Clear? So why I asked here is to maintain 3 days gap. That means, let us say today you have given the mock exam. Then try to have 3 days of gap and write the next mock exam after 3 days. Why we need to do this? In 3 days of gap, you can evaluate whatever the exam you have written, and you can come to know what are the mistakes you have done, in which particular topics you are very weak, and you can update all those things, and you will be better equipped for the next exam. So this is the important thing you need to remember, right? All these things I have given, in fact I have given 5 steps to the first category students. So as I said, I have been discussing with the previous students and different experts. After taking all the suggestions from different people, I have quantified this 15% and 50%, 20% and all these things. But these may be little bit varied depending upon the student's status. But I have considered an average student. In fact, I have considered below average student into the consideration, because whatever the things I am giving, all these things are valid even for below average student. So please remember these things. And now let us see the second category students, how to prepare. Suppose let us say you are currently in the preparation. That means you started the preparation in the month of March or April, and you are already prepared 3-4 subjects. Now what to do? Now this is also like a difficult section of the students. Now you see, the first thing what I would like to say is, in your case you divide the whole syllabus into 3 parts, right? The first one is high weightage subjects or topics, second one is low weightage topics, subjects, and third one is newly added syllabus. Anyway, you should also prepare the newly added syllabus. That means attend the classes by experts. If you prepare these highly weighted subjects, then you can compete with the previous students as well as new students also. Now, the second step is going to be, allot 85% of time to the high weightage subjects. Means what? Like almost maximum amount of the time per day you need to dedicate to the subjects which are really having more weightage in GATE exam. The reason is, if you give this much amount of time, then obviously you can compete with the previous students. Because in my opinion, I never judge any student like good student, bad student, like that. If you invest more amount of time and if you change your situation with your own strategy, then every student will going to be very good. Clear? So that's the reason why I am only talking about the time and effort, not the brilliance of the student. 85% you need to give about that, and 15% of the time you should give it to the mathematics every day. At the end, you have to depend on mathematics. right? So that's why every day you need to prepare minimum 15% of the time mathematics. So now the most challenging part for these particular students is, most of them, they might be already attending the classes of some of the coaching centers or some of the YouTube channels like that, right? In that particular case, if you are already taking the classes from any experts, then you divide the class timings and the free time. Suppose let us say in 10 hours you are attending class of 6 hours, then in the remaining 4 hours 85% of the time give it to the high weightage subjects, and 15% of the time give it to the subject mathematics. Now the next step is going to be allot 50% of the time to the low weightage subjects and 25% of the time to the new weighted subject and 15% of the time to the mathematics every day for 2 months, starts from November and up to December. Okay, and this particular step you can follow, that means the second step you should follow almost 3 months. The reason is, if you follow this particular step for 3 months, almost you will be able to cover the subjects which will going to fetch huge number of marks. But what about the subjects that falls in this category? You cannot discard this one. You should prepare those subjects also, otherwise you cannot compete with the previous students and you cannot do better compared to the present students, right? So those things you can prepare for the next 2 months, that is November and December, and even the new syllabus also, right? The third step is every 15 days. In fact, this is going to be common for you as well as the students who falls in the category 1. Everybody has to follow this one. That is, customize your plan after every 15 days. Once you give the exam, you will going to understand what is your status. From there, you have to change your plan according to your situation. And then fourth one, that is step 4. Write the exam on topic wise or at least subject wise after completing the syllabus and evaluate your speed and accuracy. Probably the students who belongs to this particular category, they will going to have limited time to do this activity. But optimize the time. If you are preparing 10 hours earlier, means now you need to start preparing 11 hours or 12 hours per day. Suppose if you are preparing 8 hours per day previously, means now you should prepare 10 hours per day. So you need to increase almost around 20 to 25% of your effort. That is the only thing you need to do. Okay, and then fifth step is going to be, that is last 1 month give at least 5 mock tests and make sure that minimum 3 days gap should be there between each mock test. This particular step is common when you compare with the category 1 student also. Clear? Because writing mock test, in fact the full length mock test is very, very important. This will going to give the real feel to you to feel the exam atmosphere, because exam environment is very important. So the pressure, okay, the speed and the mechanism of the examination hall, all these things you can feel only if you write the mock test, right? So next, yeah, this is a very tough category. In fact, those students who falls in this category, I know that you people are really too much stressed, right? That is category 3, planning to start now. Okay. That means those students who are really planning to start now, GATE preparation. In fact, I should say, you know, like it is a really going to be very adventurous journey to you. The first thing you need to remember is stop thinking about others. Okay. The reason is, I know most of the students, from the students' point of view also, most of the students may feel that, oh my God, he is doing this, he is doing that, what should I do? You don't worry about what other people are doing. Just listen your mind and with your heart, you execute the things. So first, stop thinking about others, you start thinking about yourself. And next, assess yourself and compete yourself and evaluate yourself. So this point you should actually, it is opt to this category students better than other students. The reason is you are going to start now. So the first step is assess yourself. Now most of the students, they will ask the question like this. They ask the question like this. Sir, how to know my status or my capability? It is simple. What you need to do is, before starting your preparation, first 3 to 4 days, you go through the syllabus and pick up a subject which is familiar to you. That is C. Yeah, anyway, I'll come to this one. Take a subject which is familiar to you and then study that syllabus. Suppose let us say you are very much familiar about control system. Then take control system syllabus and study for 1 week or 10 days, and then go and write the previous year exam questions. That means the questions belongs to previous year exam. Then if your accuracy is more than 70 to 80%, or else let me say like you are able to answer each and every question of previous year, then obviously you are at good level. Suppose if you are not able to answer 60% of the previous questions after working for 10 days in a particular subject, then it is suggestible to take classes from experts. So in that case, yeah, as I said, attend the classes of experts and collect good material. The reason is you might not have the time to write the notes again and might not have the time to prepare good short notebook. In that case, you can make use of available PDFs in the internet and you can get the material from different sources, right? So in your case, you should divide the entire syllabus actually 3 parts. The first part is again same, high weightage subjects or topics, low weightage, and the third one is obviously newly added syllabus. I am writing newly added syllabus as newly added syllabus, okay, newly added syllabus. Now the third one is revise notes every day after the classes and make a short notes at the end of the day. See, if you fall in this particular category, I am very much sure that it will be a very real difficult challenge to you, right? The reason is the people who are preparing from long back, they will going to have better advantage compared to you. That is the reason why you need not to give like a lot of attention to solve more number of problems from different materials. Rather attend the class and make a good short notes out of this and revise the notes every day. Then once you complete your syllabus or subject or topic, then answer all or practice all previous year questions. Means suppose let us say you have completed the subject of digital electronics, that means you have listened the classes of digital electronics. Then my sincere advice is, as you will not going to have sufficient time, at least you should attempt the previous year questions which belongs to the digital electronics. Then only you will going to get a clear understanding about the level of the question and the pattern of the questions and all this stuff. And then the step 4 is going to be write the exam on topic wise or at least subject wise after completing the syllabus, and evaluate yourself, your speed and accuracy if the time permits. Actually, as I said, every 15 days you need to do this one, but unfortunately these students might not have the sufficient time, right? So those people at least should give subject wise test, not at least topic wise test. If you cannot afford the time, then you should at least write the exam on the subject. And at the end, this is going to be same for everyone. That is, last 1 month give at least 5 mock tests and make sure that minimum 3 days gap between each mock test. Fourth category students, that is third year students, and they are very lucky. Out of all these 4 categories, third year students are very lucky because they have the option to test the GATE examination at least once before they actually write. Okay. Now, what is important? That is, as I said, it is a golden opportunity to you. And the second thing is, first assess yourself. I already told you how to assess yourself. First try to understand the capability and capacity of yourself, and then you can prepare the strategy according to that situation, right? So I sincerely advise those students who are watching this, go back just 10 minutes, you will going to know how to assess yourself and then decide whether you are serious about 2021 or not. Suppose if you are serious about 2021 and you want to prepare and give the best for 2021, then I sincerely advise follow the strategy of the students who belongs to the category 3. That means there is no difference between you and the students who are going to start now from the final year. So both are going to be same. That means if you are planning to start now, there is no difference between you and the final year students who are planning to start now. So the strategy remains same. That is, you can go with the strategy of category 3 students. And then serious about 2022. Suppose let us say after your self-assessment, you understood that you may not able to give 2021 to your expectation, then you can go for 2022. In that case, what you need to do is, first thing, you should be familiar with the syllabus and collect all the resources and material in 15 days. That means go and explore, try to get the material, and suppose if you are having any videos or else like textbooks, all these things, and syllabus, and try to read the syllabus at least 2 to 3 times, such that the terms associated with the syllabus will be fixed for the next 2 years. Okay, and then step 2, take any single familiar subject and prepare by yourself from the available resources, and then solve the previous year questions papers. Now see, I would like you to read this point. So what is there here? This is also assessment process for the third year students who are serious about GATE 2022, right? Suppose if you are able to score more than 70% by reading yourself, then you need to give test series well, okay? Or else if you are not able to reach up to 70% by yourself after studying a particular subject for a couple of days, then it is suggestible to attend the classes of experts. As you have ample amount of time, there is a chance you can go for so many exams and write exam and improve your speed and accuracy repeatedly, such that even if you are not going to get, even if you are not able to get to your expectation in 2021, surely there will be a chance to score very well in 2022, because you should remember that if you are serious about GATE 2022, you have a lot of time. Now, third one is, next academic year, follow the strategy of students belongs to the category 1. Obviously, what happens, by the time when you come to the next academic year, you will be in a situation that you have already covered a lot of syllabus. Then you have to prepare whatever the topics you are not convenient. That's all in the next year. Clear? So this is the way how third year students can also make use of this opportunity very well. Yeah. Now it comes how MADEG can help, right? Every time I am saying like experts, listen the classes of experts, listen the classes of experts like this, right? So actually MADEG is a single platform which provides the opportunity or which acts like a bridge between the students who are in the requirement as well as the experts on the platform. You can even talk with the seniors and take the suggestions from different people, and I am sure that at the end of all your research, you will going to come and stop at one particular destination, that is MADEG, right? Anyway, what we are planning to do in MADEG, we are planning to offer 4 different types of courses. Actually, after observing this, like a couple of changes in GATE syllabus and the GATE pattern, after discussing with the many people, so we came to offer 4 different kind of courses such that everybody can benefit out of this particular courses. We are planning to start GATE conclave course. Full length course means it will going to cover the complete syllabus in 4 to 5 months of time. So this will be really useful for the students who are planning to start now. And the next one is module course, where instrumentation core subjects will be discussed. So this will be useful for the students who are actually taking the course from different organizations exclusively, and if somebody want to prepare core subjects of instrumentation, because I know, being an instrumentation graduate and having a 10 years of teaching experience, I know this fact that it is very difficult to get the resources and the material of core instrumentation subjects from the market. So here we are going to offer the module course specifically for instrumentation core subjects. So if you are technically weak in instrumentation core subjects, then you can opt for module course, and this is only specific for instrumentation core subject. And then module course which covers newly added syllabus. So we are going to launch this module course soon, in which we will going to cover only the newly added syllabus. This means that whatever the 20% of the syllabus, 18 to 20% of the syllabus that was added in 2021 syllabus, that will be covered as a module course. Clear? And for whom it will be useful? This will be useful to the previous students. In fact, the category 1 students. I told you that category 1 students. For them, this will be really useful. And this will be useful for category 2 and 3 and 4, right? So and now GATE conclave course will be useful for both category 2 students and category 4 students. That means the students who are planning to start now as well as the students who are in the third year, both of you can make use of this GATE conclave course. Now the last one is concept through the questions, CTQ, and actually this is one of the famous course, and in fact I should say it has a lot of advantage. Suppose if you covered the entire syllabus and if you want to go one step beyond your syllabus and if you want to extract concept from the questions, then obviously this is the best destination. This particular course will going to give the different perspective of the entire syllabus. In fact, this is one step beyond than all these three. Clear? So anyway, this will be useful for everyone once you are good with your syllabus. Clear? So now I hope I have clearly given the complete idea about what are the courses we are going to give and what are the courses we are planning to give, all these things for instrumentation students. At the end, I want to tell you one important point. For instrumentation students, exclusively for instrumentation students, it is very difficult for you to get proper material and proper test series and the lectures which covers the entire syllabus from a single organization. So that's why I am sincerely advising you, it is going to be better if you can opt MadeEasy as your choice. After discussing with the previous students or some other students from some other organization, you can talk with anyone, but I am sure that at the end you will come to MadeEasy and stop. Okay, that is last one. I mean, if you are seriously interested, then you can go with the madeeasyprime.com, right? Or else you can call to these two numbers. Clear? So I hope I have given the beautiful idea about this thing and the pattern and everything whatever related to the 2021 syllabus. Now let me conclude the things, right? In fact, I have taken a lot of time as I have been giving a lot of inputs. The time is so much, but anyway, let me conclude. First thing, be confident and don't get panic. The reason is I have given one incident, the starting of the presentation itself, right? If you are panic or if you are losing your confidence, then the things will become too much worst and you will going to lose everything what you have gained up to now. So don't be like that, and then customize your strategy and be with your strategy till the end. Okay, so you are the best person to understand about your capabilities. Even if you agree or not, this is the real statement. So I sincerely advise, every time evaluate yourself and customize your strategy. Whatever the principles you have, accumulated, then stand with those principles till the end. Definitely you will going to succeed. And the next one is attempt the test series for sure. See how brilliant you are. The test series, one of the important process everybody should go through. Okay, even if you are attending classes or studying from the textbooks, wherever it might be, but you need to give test series for two reasons. One is you should evaluate yourself, and the second thing, you need to know the competition spirit from the outside. Okay, and then we will support you to our best. So as I know, most of the students are really in a difficult situation from instrumentation department. Trust me, we will be with you always. Whenever you are having any doubts, you can post those particular doubts in the comment section below this video. I am ready to answer for each and every student. So if possible, if many students request for the live section, I am interested to come for the live and I will going to answer all your queries in the live section itself. So what I want to say is, we are with you. First you be with yourself, so then definitely you will going to understand and you can make use of our efforts also. Okay, so all the best, do well, don't get panic at all.